Let's go next to the caller from the 313 area code. Who's calling today from 313?
Hi, David. My name is Kevin. I'm calling from Detroit, Michigan.
Hey, Kevin, what's going on?
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
I'm a really huge fan, and I
Thank you.
just had a quick question.
Yeah.
I like to become more politically informed.
Hmm.
I find myself when I try to find out like things on issues, depending on the website, it's like kind of biased in certain ways.
Okay.
And I just trying to figure out a way. How do you become so um, politically informed? And the way you do it, you seem like you're so you look at it from so many different perspectives, and I really envy that, and I want to be more like that. So I was wondering how do you do that?
Well, the most important thing is when you want to really understand an issue, you're not going to understand it by reading liberal and conservative opinion pieces written today, right? Like if you really want to understand abortion, it's like, okay, you can go and see what a liberal blog says and what a conservative blog says about the latest Arkansas proposal. But to really understand it, you actually want to be reading the history of the abortion debate in the United States to kind of build up the pyramid of knowledge, so to speak. So the problem that I see for a lot of people who end up very sort of uninformed or at least short-sighted on political issues is that if you imagine a pyramid, the base of the pyramid is like knowing how to think. It's critical thinking and it's basics of philosophy. Then you've got to understand how government works. So it's like basic civics. We're building up this pyramid. Then it's particular issues, the history of abortion, for example. Only the very top of the pyramid, it's sort of like the junk food in the old dietary pyramid that was floating around. The latest
Hmm.
news about X or Y is like the junk food. It's the very thinnest part of the pyramid. And if you skip to that,
Right.
you're not really going to know how to even think about a lot of these issues or understand how they became political issues to begin with. So I think the important thing is separate from the day-to-day news as much as possible and read about the history of these issues, read about critical thinking and sort of how to think and epistemology. That's the best advice I can give.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. With my job, I'm actually in the Marine Corps, and I'm also a black man. So a lot of times I get
Oh
to
no,
want to, become
whatever
a
you're
very
saying sounds super
unbiased.
interesting, but you just cut out. You said you're a black man in the Marine Corps, and sometimes you get what? You cut out right there.
I get I get pulled into like a lot of political debates, despite my best efforts to avoid it.
I see.
So
And
like when
and
it
you would
comes to
like to just be
like
more
the
informed in
NFL
those
players,
debates, it sounds like.
right? I generally lean towards the left, but I just don't want to cite off CNN or Fox. It was definitely not Fox News, but
Yeah.
I don't want to cite off just some like headline.
Your instinct is the right one, and I would really try to build up the lower stages of that kind of knowledge pyramid. Kevin, really appreciate the phone call. Hope to hear from you again.
Definitely, you take care, David. Thank you.
Okay, see you later. Take care.